Hello and welcome to this beginner's guide to the first, second, and third normal form when considering database normalization. So let's start. First of all, what is normalization? Normalization is a process of organizing data in a database. In this video, we will learn about the second normal form. First of all, the table must first be in first normal form, so you cannot have a table that's in second normal form until you have gone through all those rules that we did in the previous video from first normal form. It must do those first, and then all non-prime attributes should be fully dependent on the candidate K, and it is fully dependent on the whole candidate K. Well, what does it mean? It sounds a bit complicated, but it is not. So let's have a look here. We have got a list here of students. So the student ID, the course ID that student is doing, and how much that course costs. So here, these students, they are doing course. So student 1 is doing course ID number 1, and that course costs 500. And student ID 2 here, he's doing course 3, and it is 750. Student 3 is also doing course 3 and it is costing 750. Well, what's the problem with this table? And the problem is that the course 3 has got nothing to do with the student ID. So the course fee is a set fee that only depends on the course ID. So this particular course 1 costs 500, course 2 costs 1000, course 3 costs 750. And as you can see here, it does not matter whether it is student 2 is doing course 3 or student 3. For either of those students, it costs 750 for each, and that's because the course fee has nothing to do with the student ID. So this is a composite key, but course fee is only dependent on course ID and it is not dependent on the student ID. So what have we need to do to fix it? Well, all we do is we move some information to a separate table, just like that. So we have a table about course fees and each course ID. Course 1 is 500, course 2 is 1000, and so on. And the other table we pretty much keep the same, but we do not need this extra course fee information. We just get rid of that column and we only have the student ID and corresponding course ID. So student 1 is doing course 1, student 1 is also doing course 2, student 2 is doing course 1 and 3, and so on. So that is no particle dependency. It must be fully dependent on each of these parts of the composite K. Okay, so that's the second normal form.